one of the realities of the contractual messes they've created for themselves, they're not able to go out and go all in financially when there's a free agent available. That leads us to the clearest link so far today between the all-in Cowboys and the truly all-in Ravens. Derrick Henry, one of the great running backs in the NFL, finally becomes a free agent, lands in Baltimore. The Cowboys, as he said before, didn't even call. Here he is from yesterday. I believe this is from the Jim Rome show. Derrick Henry on why he signed with the Ravens and, again, whether or not the Cowboys were ever involved in an effort to lure him to Dallas.
Baltimore was always my number one option. That's always where I wanted to go. And like I said, I know the trade talks, it was almost going to happen, but I didn't know once free agency started if they still felt the same way until I talked to my agent to see, what was really going on. And I know the Cowboys lost Pollard, so, I didn't know if they were going to be looking for a running back. I lived in the offseason. I've been training here. I'm living here for a while, so I just thought it made sense. And I thought there'd be talks, but they never really reached out. Like I said, everything happens for a reason. Pray to God that put me in the place where I'm meant to be, and Baltimore was that spot. I'm happy, and I'm excited for the opportunity. But the Cowboys never reached out, and it's all good at the end of the day. No hard feelings.
Cowboys fans who would prefer to say nothing to see here would say, well, he wanted to go to the Ravens anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, but if the Cowboys get involved, that might change things. We as humans have a way of adapting to our circumstances, whatever they might be.
Sure.
So Derrick Henry is with the Ravens. Well, I always wanted to be with the Ravens. Well, and then you go with the Cowboys. Well, I always wanted to be with the Cowboys. I mean, our opinions on where we are and how we got here are influenced by where we are and how we got there. So the fact that he said he was always interested in the Ravens, you could tell there was a little wistfulness in his voice as he's talking about, hey, the Cowboys, Tony Pollard's gone and Zeke's gone and I work out here and why don't you freaking call me?
Yeah.
So there was more than a little bit of that in his voice.
Yeah, I mean, Southern guy, whose home base is Dallas. I mean, so he's going, wait, this makes sense, and he's, like we talk about, reading the tea leaves and going, damn, they got no running back, right? They got nobody proven on the roster. That's another area. You look at it and you just go, wait, who's the guy at running back for Dallas this year? I mean, man, right? So, yeah, I mean, I understand him thinking that. I certainly had a thought of that as well. I also can understand Dallas not doing it, right? We're talking about, hey, they're in problems with money as it is anyways. Do they want to throw more money at a older running back, right? That, again, is getting a little banged up here and there, right? So I understand that. I'm not going to be mad at them for that. Right, but I think it just goes into the bigger picture of us being shocked that they're not a little more aggressive and in on some of these conversations, even with some of these guys that are out there that we all feel like can maybe help their team.
They have all these young players who they think they can con into taking less because you're playing for the Cowboys, you're wearing the star, you can make more money elsewhere. This may have been a guy who was pre-positioned to accept that. I'll take less to play for the Cowboys.
He might have.
Because I'm playing for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I feel like they didn't even want to start down that path because you don't want to get out there that, you made a half-hearted effort or at the end of the day, you weren't able to sign him to a competitive contract because you painted yourself into a corner with Dak Prescott. You're doing it with CeeDee Lamb, and you're going to do it eventually with Micah Parsons. Like, it becomes less noticeable that we've made this mess for ourselves if we don't pursue unsuccessfully Derrick Henry. Better to pursue him not at all than pursue him unsuccessfully, because then they might notice that we have really screwed ourselves up in how we've handled our young star players. And I feel like at some level, even if they don't articulate that, it's kind of like, well, let's not make any sudden moves here because we know we can't close this deal. Yeah, if we maybe we could do it, but but let's not find out because it's just going to make us look weaker than we'd like to look because of the poor way we've handled our young players.
Yeah, no, I agree there. I think there's a little bit of that, right? Not making it look like we had a public L, a public loss, right? We wanted a guy, we didn't get him, we cheaped out or whatever, and didn't give the extra $1 million or $2 million a year and didn't get him with a marquee name. Yeah, teams balance that conversation certainly, and how that might be viewed, as far as by the public and the media.
The Ravens, notwithstanding the arrival of Derrick Henry, still might need to add a running back or two in the draft. Gus Edwards, is gone. J.K. Dobbins probably not coming back.
Right.
He's available.
Right.
I think he drew some interest from the Chargers, I believe.
Yeah, I think they brought him into a visit. Yep.
Yeah,
right.
And Dalvin Cook actually finished the year under contract with the Ravens, but that ship feels like it's sailed because he never really had many opportunities there.
Right.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.